The holidays are the perfect time to crack open a good book. Melissa Martinez from The Book Break is back in studio with 3 book recommendations to share. Always great to have you.
Thank you. It's always great to be here.
I know, and you have such a great variety every time you come. And this one is kind of it's set in World War II,
yes,
right?
It is. And it is the true story of actually a number of World War II folks that are from Lehi, Utah. So it has local ties. And so Lieutenant Donald Evans was originally from Lehi, Utah, and after the bombing in Pearl Harbor, he joined the Army Air Force, and he was with his high school sweethearts, and he wasn't supposed to get married until after training. And so he kind of snuck in there and ended up marrying his high school sweetheart, Laura Jean. And she came out to Texas, and so there's definitely a love story in here that's really great.
Well, isn't that awesome when you have a great story, it's based on truth, or it is a true story, and then there's a love story behind it.
And there's a survival story. So Lieutenant Donald Evans, he was shot down on the 9th day of the Battle of the Bulge, and behind enemy lines in Germany, and he had to hide out on Christmas Eve, huddled under a tree, freezing, and eventually he was captured. He was forced to march 200 miles, and he had to live months in a Nazi POW camp. And he survived, and he was rescued by the Russians, and it's just an incredible story. And when he was rescued, this what is so amazing. This book has a ton of pictures in it. He went into the German office. Now, the Germans were meticulous record keepers. He grabbed his file out of the office. So there are his actual mugshots in this book.
I see, we showed some pictures, and on the back cover you can see it too, right there.
And you know, he had that 200-mile march, and that's the map of his actual POW camp while he was there in Germany. So it's such a great book. It has adventure, it has friendship. You get to learn about the 5. 3 of which are from Utah. These are other soldiers that were also fighting in World War II. And so the author, Kenneth D. Evans, he was able to take journals, letters, and pictures from the time. And so you get the real voice of the real people, and through their experiences, you really get to understand better what the world was like during that time.
Oh, this is a story that will grab you. Veterans Day coming up. What a wonderful gift this would also be. And to know the sacrifices our men and women have gone through in World War II.
Absolutely.
The next one is called The Miracle Creek Christmas.
Yes, this one is so fun. So Miracle Creek Christmas is by Krista Jensen, and it takes place in a really sweet small town in Washington area. And the main character in this, her name is Riley, and she's just gone through some really difficult times. She had a superstar boyfriend and went through a really public, nasty breakup, moves to a small town to get out of the public eye. The other character in this, he was a firefighter that went through a lot of burns saving children. So they're both recovering from some really difficult things. And then they meet each other and start to think maybe they could love again, but they have so much pain and they're healing. So you get insight into friendship, into healing, and feeling the real holiday spirit.
Oh, I love that. Again, another great gift, and it is part of the season, and wonderful local tie. Grandparenting on Purpose.
Yes.
Self-help?
So it is for grandparents. It is a fun activity book written by M. Winston Egan, although he goes by Win, and his late wife, Linda Egan. So they actually started writing this book a few years ago, and they really wanted to help grandparents everywhere because they do some amazing things, and they have 22 grandchildren, and this was their dream to do together. But Linda passed away before they were able to get the book published, and Wynn took it on and carried this dream forward. There are activities in here that are incredibly fun, ideas of different ways you connect by doing family chats, special letters. There's something in here that he calls the Jacob books, which are just really great ways to connect with their grandchildren from near and far, and how you can do this without social media, right?
Yeah.
And make it so that they have this incredible sense of touch, communication, and unfortunately, sometimes people have difficult relationships with their in-laws or grandchildren, and how you can help repair those relationships too. So there's the really fun stuff, and there's the how do you heal relationships too.
Oh, Melissa, bonding and connection, love it, interactive too. All three really meaningful books. Thank you so much. Where can we find these books?
You can get all of these books anywhere books are sold online, and if you go to my website, thebookbreak.com, you can enter to win any one of these books for free, and I'll be announcing the winners tomorrow. So you want to get in quickly.
Yes, thebookbreak.com. Jot that down, and we'll have a link on our website. Melissa, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Nothing like a good book, right? And some sweets. We're heading to the kitchen next for a pecan tart.
And then you probably heard about the upcoming Saved by the Bell reboot, right? But one person will absolutely not be a part of it. Find out who and why at the end of the show. And then in our 10 o'clock hour, styles for all the women in your family. We share some great Mommy and Me holiday dresses. But first, here's what's coming up on the rest of the show. Stick with us. We're back live in 2.5 minutes.